Reactor, roll out.
Hey, what's up, Reactorites? John here, and we're here at the Voyage of Time, the IMAX Experience red carpet event, and we're going to be chatting with the talent from the documentary film, and hopefully we're going to get to learn a little bit more about the world we're living in. So stay tuned. For this film, like, how do you go about just getting people engaged and excited for this project?
I'm excited about this project. Because all I can tell you is I want people to see this movie on the big screen. It needs to be seen on an IMAX screen, big and loud. It was so exciting to work in the medium, to be sending natural history camera people out with 65 millimeter cameras was something they were not used to, and it was really incredible to see the footage coming back. And then when I first saw the tests, we were cutting the movie in Austin, Texas, and we would go over to the Bob Bullock Theater there and show clips to ourselves and kind of see if it was working on the big screen or if the sound was more enough or too much or all those things. And I just remember being so excited when my chest started to rattle with the sound. I thought, this is how a movie should be seen.
So did you get like input, like, okay, more bass, more explosions?
Absolutely. I was just like, yes, this is a rare opportunity. Let's make it in your face, you know?
And so with the project coming out, did you have input on like the narration, like let's say Brad Pitt and all that?
You know, that's a directorial choice always, you know. Brad became our producing partner right up front, though, because we were talking to him about something else, and with his producing partner, Dee Dee Gardner, and we told him about this and said that, you know, this was a real priority of Terry's, and they got very excited about it and asked how they could help, so we made them part of the producing team right up front, and then, you know, Terry at a certain point asked Brad to narrate as well.
Can you share with us, like, your favorite moment in, you know, just helping this project and just bringing it to life?
Well, I think one of my favorite moments was when I first got into the project, because I was kind of adopted into the Terrence Malick family. That's 5 years ago in Cannes at the film festival. Somebody approached me and is like, "Oh, we know who you are and we know what you have done in your past." I'm like, "Are you the IRS? The tax office has gotten to me?" And they're like, No, we know you've been doing documentaries all your life and we want you to be part of a Terrence Malick project." So, you know, that was probably one of the most fascinating moments in my life.
And so you've seen the film. Like, what's your favorite part, like, out of all of that, like in terms of just seeing it on screen?
Well, I'm an aerospace engineer by education, so for me, all the space images and the footage, this is what really, you know, I find fascinating, and I'm, you know, like secretly, you know, saying, "Oh, I'm so proud to be part of this," you know. No, so these are the favorite moments for me, you know.
And I'm a big fan of space and universe and galaxies, and you know, and I'm so interesting to see what Terrence Malick brought to it and see his vision of, I don't know, I love Terrence Malick, so I'm so excited to watch it. I'm on IMAX as well, so.
I've done IMAX projects, actually did one back as far as about 1995, I think.
So you're a veteran.
I've done a lot of large format, as it turns out, and I love working in that format. It's obviously the challenges that come with it are substantial, but the fact that you can you know, really immerse your audience and your viewer in the frame and in the experience of the film itself, and the detail that you can introduce into the frame is beyond anything, of course, that, you know, other formats can hold, and so it's a really exciting, you know, format to work with.
Is it ever like a daunting task for you, just because the format is just so huge compared to like other formats?
It can be very daunting. There's nowhere to hide, literally, and you're, you know, pretty much pressed up against the screen or the equivalent of it, and it's so large that every pixel that, you know, we're manipulating is presented very, very, you know, large on the screen, but that's also part of what is exciting. You know, I love a challenge. I don't typically like things easy, and we worked with a lot of analog sources, either you know, photography from, you know, nature itself, or actually kind of laboratory experiments, literally, that we filmed at very high resolution. So when you're working with a lot of natural phenomena and analog events, they bring their own kind of natural levels of detail and credibility. And so we tried, therefore, to be minimal in what we were doing and manipulating on top of that. There are times where it's more significant than others, but we were always, you know, playing off of that as our base and our reference.